Yo, this is a quick vid. You feel me? Yo, like, comment, subscribe. I'm tapping back into this. I'm not even excited for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 coming out this year, later the year. I'm excited for Black Ops 1 and 2. If you know me personally, that's the Call of Duty I came up on. I can't lie. 1 and 2. 1, that's the one I really got really started playing Call of Duty on. Well, Call of Duty 4 on the PS2 story mode, then PS3 Black Ops 3, you feel me? Then Black Ops 2 dropped where they had the FN, the 4.5 tac pistol. They had real pistols in that, bro. Even though it was like a little bit more futuristic than Black Ops 1, you feel me? But yeah, bro, I'm a Treyarch over Activision head, and that's not really a popular opinion in the Call of Duty world. People like Modern Warfare more because they feel like it's like a more original Call of Duty, I feel like, but nah, not my opinion. But we're just gonna jump into this. I'm excited. I heard it drops in July, and I seen Treyarch drop a video. Um, nah, I seen Treyarch dropped a official post on Twitter. I seen, but
About the upcoming Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2
right here,
PlayStation ports, including new information from Activision themselves, as well as other details from trusted sources, including cross
right here, it's literally official. That's crazy. I can't wait. Shout out to whoever Iron Galaxy is. Because what the hell, bro? It's like these were my thoughts. I know other people were thinking this too, but I swear, bro, I've always wondered, even since PS4 days, why isn't Black Ops 1 and 2 available, but 3 and 4 are, bro? Like, what?
Ops 2 PlayStation ports, including new information from Activision
Black Ops 3 is available because I think that's when that came out on the PS4. You feel me? And then Black Ops 4 as well. So it's like,
themselves, as well as other details from trusted
oh my
sources, including
goodness.
crossplay, new servers, and more. And to round it all up, we'll also look at
It's my last pause for a minute, but I think I'm Black Ops 2 over Black Ops 1. No funny.
technical level to see how different these will be compared to the versions
Oh my
playable right now on
goodness.
Xbox Series X. It's only been 2
Nostalgia.
days since the initial announcement from Activision, but it is the third most liked tweet in Call of Duty history and the most liked tweet from Treyarch ever. So it's fair to say the whole world is excited by this news. So as we dive in, if you're excited, you
Oh
enjoy
my
what you hear,
goodness.
support the video by dropping a thumbs up as I really appreciate it. To make sure you don't miss
I
out on
remember
any
that
news and
map.
updates on Black Ops 1 and 2 on PlayStation, be sure to subscribe with the bell tick. It
What
only
an
takes a second
original
and it's absolutely
feeling.
free. Jumping right into things, the most unusual part of how the Black Ops 1 and 2 ports were announced is it was simply by one post by Treyarch over on X. There wasn't any follow-up posts by Call of Duty or any official blogs dropped by
It's the
Activision either, so there are a
AK-74U.
lot of question marks.
Oh my goodness. That's the baby AK. Well, it's basically a Drake, but no, it's an AK-74U, bro. Oh my goodness, I remember that, bro.
Still regarding the pricing, DLCs being available, and what upgrades, if any, are coming to these
He's
PlayStation 5
smacking shit
ports.
down
Well,
with
the
that.
outlet Eurogamer reached out to Activision to try and get some clarity on what we can expect with these ports, and they actually got an official response. And all that Activision said was that they confirmed that the Black Ops 1 and 2
We
re-releases
reached out
will
to
be on both
Activision. What Activision? I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna talk like I know. I thought they reached out to Treyarch because Treyarch is Black Ops and Activision is Modern Warfare. That's what I thought it was. The publisher confirmed Black will be released available, stressing these are ports and not remasters. So, yo, they don't need to remaster it.
PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 like we all expected, but they stressed heavily that these are just ports of these games and they are not remasters, reconfirming that these will not include any new
I was also talking about earlier, really telling myself 2026 is going down in history for all the games that's dropping this year, bro. Like, for real. Has to. Like, just think about it. We get GTA 6 this year. That's the big one. NBA The Run, Halloween. I'm just naming games that I like. We still might get that college basketball game this year unexpectedly. Like, bro, what else? Um, these Call of Duties, mad other games, bro.
updates. And whilst editing this video, I received a separate Activision
Modern
official
Warfare
statement
4
which
drops.
clarifies the following. These are ports, not full remasters. These
Okay,
are
we get
handled
it.
by Iron Galaxy and not Treyarch.
What does
They're
that
coming
mean?
to PS4 and PS5, and
What does that mean though? Handled by, like, what's gonna be? Does that mean there's gonna be a difference? I don't get it.
these are full games, so single player, multiplayer, and zombies will be
Thank you.
included.
I was just wondering that too. Like, are they just gonna do multiplayer? But no, we get single player, multiplayer, and
The
zombies.
new detail in that statement is that more information about Black Ops 1 and 2 will be shared in July. Now, when exactly in July, I have no idea, but by the wording of more info, that sounds when they're going to be ready to talk about the technicals about these ports, such as the resolution, the price, and the release date. So the moment we get any of those details, we'll be covering it here on the channel. Now, whilst none of this confirms if there is going to be a separate native PS5 version of these games, what has been publicly leaked courtesy of PlayStation Size as well as Remaster Radar is that only PlayStation 4 native versions exist at the moment on the PlayStation backend and not a separate native PS5 version, meaning specific features that you would only see on a PS5 version such as a 120Hz mode and a toggle between a performance and quality mode is very unlikely. What is likely, however, is for both the PS4 native and the PS5 running the PS4 version to output the game at a much higher resolution. The PS5 and PS5 Pro potentially running it at an even higher resolution than the base PS4 version. This will far and above be the major
Yo, I got the base PS4 version, but bro, I be hearing about the PS5. I mean, base PS5 version, but I want the PS5 Pro, bro. Like, I didn't know there was such a big difference. Like, I might have to cop that, John, but I want to cop a better PC because this PC I got right now is really for streaming and editing, and I want to get another PC because I have two monitors and one PC. I want to get one more PC and another monitor that I can actually game on. You feel me? But yeah.
reason and the major
Eventually.
difference between these ports and the version currently playable on Xbox Series X. And coming from the PS3 versions of these games, it will be an incredible difference because both of these games did not even run at 720p on the original PlayStation 3. So on the topic of resolutions, let's talk about what resolutions Black Ops 1 and 2 are currently running at on Series X, because up till now, this has been the console benchmark, but in July,
Also, too, as a kid, excuse me, I'm sorry. Excuse me. As a kid, I was never really into like campaign games unless it was like I said Call of Duty 4 or like Ratchet and Clank, but like as I got like to my teen years, if it wasn't like my career, I wasn't really into like single player mode games, but like I just tapped in. I feel like 007 First Light is going to help me tap into more single player games. But I'm gonna definitely run these campaigns if they drop them too, because I don't know if that's what they mean by single player or just playing offline. But nah, I gotta tap into that. Like I gotta run all this back. Look at the MP5 with the scope right here, bro.
PlayStation versions are likely to get
I think this is story
substantial
mode right here.
resolution
Yeah, it is.
increases. And because
If
there will
they're
be
showing
new
it, they better
native
drop it.
versions of the games, they will both be likely in the 1080p to 4K resolution
No
range,
cap.
which is drastically better than what's on Xbox Series X right now, as it is the original Xbox 360 versions that are just running via back compat. So for Black Ops 1, according to Digital Foundry, is running at 600p, which isn't even close to 720p. Because it's running via backwards compatibility, there is also input lag that is noticeable when playing. There is no FPS boost available for Black Ops 1 on Xbox, and the only enhancements is auto HDR and a small chance that through back compat, the game is a locked 60 FPS now.
I think this is just for y'all Xbox heads to worry about. But even if it wasn't, man, I don't want to hear all this because at the end of the day, bro, I'm still excited.
Moving over to Black Ops 2, again, according to Digital Foundry, this originally ran at 720p
This is Black
on
Ops
Xbox
2?
360, but it also used an upscaling technique
I thought
in
it would
order
look.
to get there.
I'm
That
sorry,
is in
I gotta
comparison to
pause
the
this.
PS.
I'm talking over him. He's probably talking some real shit. But bro, I thought Black Ops 2, like their story mode would look like a little bit more futuristic due to the game being a little bit more futuristic. But maybe it's like they took it back in time. Who
3, which
knows?
also had the same identical base resolution. So despite both of these games being available to play on back compat on Xbox for the last 9 years, they are still running at really low resolutions, issues with input lag, and of course the original game servers. When trying to find a game of Black Ops 2 multiplayer earlier on Xbox, matchmaking seems to be
Bro, oh my goodness. Look at that, bro. That brings me back to like 2014, 2013 days, bro. And I don't know why Xbox has this slacking, bro. If we had this on our on, I feel like if PS5s had this, or if this was crossplay, this we wouldn't even have to worry about this, bro. It would still be servers up and running, like for real, for real. Like, bro, oh my goodness, bro. Nostalgia,
completely
bro.
broken. Thankfully, I didn't have this issue on Black Ops 1, but regardless, the online experience is really starting to show its age on these games. And that's not even considering the hacker and modder situation on these games as well. So what other details have been confirmed about these ports? Well, according to Charlie Intel, both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 on PlayStation will be on its own servers and not the original PlayStation 3 ones. This as well is a significant
I was gonna point that out, but that's kind of obvious when he said like the currents like the PS3 servers were like not, you know? So of course it's gonna be booming. It's like a redrop. Everyone's gonna cop and still be on that. Like it's crazy. All the younger heads are gonna get to see what it's like. All the ones that never played it, you feel me, and just started at their current times of Call of Duty. It's crazy, bro.
significant upgrade to the
They
original
know what
versions
they're
currently
doing.
playable on Xbox, on top of the likelihood of there being a significant resolution upgrade. What this likely means, however, is that all of your progress that you originally made on these games on the PlayStation 3 will not carry over onto these new
It
re-releases.
shouldn't.
Charlie Intel also confirmed that
That would have took away fun from the game if they did something like that. Like you still having your rank just because you got the same account. Like, yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious too though. Like if we're gonna have new servers.
there is no crossplay on Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 on PlayStation, meaning that
Ooh,
you will not be able to play
no crossplay. Who cares? Who cares, honestly? That's something I didn't think about. I just assumed it would be crossplay because today's age of things, but that's crazy.
these versions with PS3 players or with Xbox 360 players or PC players. While some of you might find
That's like so original. I thought it was just dropping on PS4 and 5. That's what they're like highlighting. That's what they said in the post. But who cares? I don't care. I have a PS5. I'm PlayStation. Team PlayStation. But yeah, nah, this is crazy, bro. But that's like the original feeling, no crossplay. So yeah.
that disappointing, I think this is a very good thing because one, no PC players, meaning that there will not be any security issues with these versions like what we
Nope.
have on PC at the moment. It also means that PC mods and hacks can't be used on these versions of these games as well. And it also guarantees that for a period of time, there will be no hackers or modders or cheaters on these servers.
Oh,
As
that's a
far as
gun
I'm
game.
aware, all new releases require the latest firmwares on both PlayStation 4 and 5 in order to play online, and firmwares this recent cannot be hacked or jailbroken whatsoever. So the multiplayer experiences should be exactly how we remembered them all the way back in 2010 and 2012. Furthermore, they also
Oh,
confirmed that there will be
that's
no
not gun
performance
game.
upgrades, so that goes hand in hand with what Eurogamer said earlier. So a doubling of the FPS is extremely unlikely, and they've also confirmed that there will be no new features mentioned as well within these ports, which reaffirms the idea of enhancements like the FOV
Bro, they're literally just bringing a game back. They're literally probably just downloading available software that they have in the cut. I don't know how it works, but like, you feel me? They ain't take no time. I'm not mad at them. Like, I'm excited for the original feeling, but like, why are they highlighting that? Like, they don't want extra criticism when it drops. People are gonna talk
slider as
regardless.
an example just not being something that will be in these versions. When they are calling them re-releases, they are meaning it in every sense of the word. But now that people have gotten over the excitement of these existing, there are a few more questions being asked right now, with the major one being, why is this only a PlayStation release, and why is this not coming to Xbox consoles as well? Well, I think this situation
Wait,
could be compared
I just said that, so why is he even bringing up Xbox? I kind of don't like the way he's explaining this, but we're already on this video, and like, it's not like he's terrible, but like, what the hell? That's the second time he did that, where like he explained something and kind of went back on it, and like, I don't know.
quite closely to what happened with
Quick
Red Dead
scoping.
Redemption on Xbox and a PlayStation re-release which only arrived in 2023. So just like what we're seeing with Black Ops 1 and 2, Red Dead Redemption was available to play on backwards compatibility on Xbox and has been for the last 9 years. During this period, it also got a 4K resolution boost on Xbox Series X, whilst the game didn't exist on PlayStation 4 and didn't exist on PlayStation 5.
I'm not gonna lie, everyone switched over. Like, everyone switched over. I'm not gonna lie, like, that's why those servers are dead, because they didn't expect it to be like that, and that's why they're canceling Xbox. You feel me? Xbox had the gems. I don't know what it's because Microsoft is connected to PC kinda, and they like, and people literally switched over to PC and PS5, bro. So it's like PS5 is like the only PlayStation is like the only valuable console nowadays.
So for nearly a decade, PlayStation players just had to sit and watch in jealousy whilst the
I'm gonna jump
Xbox
back
could
into my
play
quick
that game.
scoping bag
Roll
on
on to
this one.
2023, and just like what we're seeing with Black Ops 1 and 2, Red Dead Redemption got
Whoa.
a PS4 re-release. This was a near identical
Whoa,
version to the
no
one that
scoping.
Xbox had on backwards compatibility, but it was now
Oh,
available
double
on
F in.
PlayStation 4 at a native 4K
Oh,
resolution
dude,
and
that
looked
thing.
ever
Nah,
so
he's
slightly
tweaking.
better than the version
He's
on
spazzed.
Xbox. The situation is slightly different here for Black Ops 1 and 2 because these are very likely to have such a huge resolution difference on PlayStation 4 and 5 that along
just
with
like
the
real
brand
life
new
too.
servers will make the
I remember
Xbox
that
version
feeling before I
completely
ever even knew what an FN really was. I thought these were all fake guns because of how futuristic Black Ops was. But when I got older and got into firearms, bro, and like realized like that the 5.7 caliber, I mean, I said caliber. I work on cars. Don't mind me. But the 5.7 caliber, I said it again. Don't mind me. 5.7 caliber, like the round, any firearm you shoot that out has no recoil, bro. And it's just like the game, like the controller barely vibrates. Yo, I really remember the feeling, bro. The night sights on the John. You can throw the can you? I don't think you can throw a laser on it. If you can, I forgot, but I think I'm tweaking. I'm thinking too much of like these new Call of Duties that added lasers and shit.
redundant in comparison, and there is really no reason to ever play the
Oh,
Xbox
they both
version
tagged
as it
him.
will become
Oh,
inferior to these
you let
ports
him
that are
get you.
launching on PlayStation in July. So the big question is, will we see these ports come to Xbox at some point as well to replace the inferior version that's been available for a long time now with
I mean, if Xbox One is equal to PS5 and they're basically discontinuing Xbox, they might still do it because if they add it to Microsoft Store, wouldn't like for PC players, wouldn't they basically, you know?
broken servers, terrible resolution, and input lag. But in the case of Red Dead Redemption, there actually was a native PS5 version that did release back in December of 2025, so it took about 2 years or so for them to drop a
It's crazy. I was hearing talks about this, but today I just realized like it's official.
PS5 native version, and a similar scenario could happen at some point for Black Ops 1 and 2, where there is a native version that will come out for PS5 that will have all those enhancements that we so desperately want, like an FOV slider, guaranteed fixed 4K resolution on the PS5 Pro, and that is something that we could see as a free update that could come to these versions, and also potentially a free update to the Xbox versions, because the way that Red Dead Redemption handled it is when the PS5 native version came out, there was a free free upgrade for anyone that had the original Xbox 360 version played through back compat. They could download a free upgrade, which was a native version on Xbox Series S and X. So maybe down the road, that is something
AK
that we
with the
could see
scope,
happen for
John.
Black Ops 1 and 2 on Xbox, or at the very least, get the same upgraded version that the PS4 and 5 are getting on Series S and
Yeah,
X.
this is Black
Otherwise,
Ops 1
there would just be
for
such a
sure.
parity difference that it really wouldn't be fair for Xbox console owners.
Oh,
Seeing as Microsoft
you
own Call
almost
of Duty,
checked.
it would make even less sense for these ports
Oh,
to
who's up
also
that
not
ladder?
make it onto the Xbox console at some point. That also does bring into question the ideas
Hey.
of if this port could also eventually make
I
its
didn't think
way
it would
onto
have an
PC.
animation.
Because even more so than the Xbox 360 versions of these games, is these games just are not safe to play online on.
Even though that was like a, you feel me? Because I know back in the day, like games have like evolved over time. Games are so realistic nowadays, bro. Like 007 First Light, like I'm still jumping into that. So y'all gotta tap into that. Go tap into that video. I dropped it out. Like, comment, subscribe again. You feel me? But I'm not gonna watch this whole vid, even though it's I might. It's 2 minutes left. I might just let it rock.
PC in any way, shape, or form. And up until now, we know that Activision haven't really done much, if anything, to update the online infrastructure of these older games. But with a new version of Black Ops 1 and 2 on brand new servers, it's almost like a restart button for them to be able to finally give PC players a safer option when playing Black Ops 1 and 2. The last thing I will speak about is, whilst Charlie Intel confirms that there will not be any new features or new updates, I really hope at the very least that Iron Galaxy have taken a second look at COD TV and the theater mode and have made efforts to fix these, or even just disable COD TV entirely. That is the backdoor that players use to infect and mod the game. With these being such old games, re-releasing them and disabling these features I don't think would be a bad thing whatsoever. It would actually do more good than harm. And I'm not quite sure why, but something tells me that the emblem editor is likely to be disabled as well within these ports. Couldn't tell you.
Man, yeah, I'm not watching the rest of this, but man, I'm gonna definitely be streaming Black Ops 1 and 2 like a lot, bro. Like modes like Search and Destroy. I was just always a free for all team deathmatch just to kill. I wasn't really into Call of Duty how I am now, bro. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm about to wrap it up, man.